Listen up. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast belong solely to the podcast participants, and not to any participant's employer, organization, committee, or other group or individual. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. You know, for fun. So lighten up and enjoy. Hello, Stomping Jen.
Oh, hi.
How you doing today?
I'm all right.
Just okay?
It was a beautiful day.
It was a beautiful weekend.
It was.
We're going to talk about it.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
We have, this is just you and me, this episode. So,
just the two of us.
those of you who like that, listen
This one's
on.
for you.
Listen on. Those of you who do not like that, well, pound sand. Right, Stomping Jen?
Pound sand,
Yeah. It's a way of saying fuck off. Right?
I guess.
All right. Here we go. The Soft Serve Podcast. Creamy, delicious ideas without the creepy truck. Well, Stomping Jen, it's just us. As I said in the pre-intro, you're scratching your tits over there. What's going on?
Not.
That's what it looked like.
That is my side.
Oh, isn't your tit near there?
It's my rib cage.
Oh, it's dark. I can't see. Maybe that's a problem of keeping the studio so dark. I can't see anything.
Thanks. I'm glad you can see my shape of my body.
I thought there was some kind of tit adjustment going on over there. I don't know. So, well, welcome to the podcast, people. You're listening to the Soft Serve Podcast. If you're listening for the first time,
Hello.
I'm Sawtooth, also named Brad, right? Stomping Jen?
I guess. If
You're
you say
Stomping
so.
Jen. Yeah, so you were saying in the intro, we had a busy weekend.
No, I said it was a gorgeous,
busy weekend.
Yeah, it was a gorgeous, busy weekend.
The weather was amazing. And I saw you out there. You were doing a little bit of campaigning this weekend.
Oh, gosh.
You want to give us an update on your campaign? How's your campaign going? You're running for the select board in our town of Belchertown. This will be your second 3-year term you're running for.
Correct.
How are things going?
Okay.
How's the campaign?
I think it's okay.
I saw you out there.
Yeah. Just handing out buttons. I got some signs out.
Talking to people. Making your case about why a vote for Jen is a vote for progress, right?
Yeah. It's true. Just getting people to be, number one, aware that there's an election.
Yeah, I mean, by the time this episode is out, there'll be less than 2 weeks to the election.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, we haven't done any standouts or anything yet. When's that going to happen?
I did do a standout.
When?
Last weekend.
Oh, I was there, but it was kind of impromptu. It wasn't announced.
That's okay, because I think the first year the standouts are really important just to get, name recognition.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like I have that name recognition now.
You do?
Yeah. So...
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Standing on the corner with a sign, waving at people.
You didn't kiss any babies?
No.
Why not?
I'm not into baby kissing. I might have germs.
Could I pretend to be a baby and you can practice baby kissing?
Sure. Oh, boy. I do have to say...
What do you have to say?
I was over at Oak and Ash Farm.
A local farm here in Belchertown.
Yeah, and...
run by the incomparably energetic Lindsay and Matt Baird.
Yeah, and I got to spend a little bit of time with their brood of girls.
Okay.
That are super cute.
And how was that?
And they were climbing all over me.
Oh. Are you trying to say being around small children is exhausting?
No. I mean, for small periods of time, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
They're super cute.
They are super cute.
Yeah.
The last time I was over there for any extended period of time, I must look like a jungle gym because they were jumping on me, climbing up me.
Yeah, that's what they do. They love it. They're so cute.
Well, I forgot about that aspect of kids, that they like to do that kind of thing. So,
yeah.
Anyways, all right. So
I got my fill of babiys.
Okay.
I mean, they're not quite babies, but you know what I mean.
If you feel like you want to practice kissing babies, let me know.
Okay.
I'll put on a adult diaper.
Please don't.
I'll build a crib.
Stop.
I'll build a giant crib.
That's enough. Okay.
I'll lie in it. I'll suck my thumb.
All right, enough.
I'll shit my pants. You can change me.
All right.
No?
No.
You're not into this?
No.
All right, fine.
No, sorry. Yeah, no, so, yeah, just, getting out there into the world and talking to people and making sure they know how important this election is and just making sure they go out and vote.
All right, good luck. Well, I'll be voting for you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay? And, yeah, I'll be there. It'll be exciting. The next one of these we do will be after the election.
Okay.
So maybe we'll do a special election... Special. I think. I have to go look at the calendar. But at any rate, so that brings us to some of the stuff we did this weekend. So we're recording this on a Sunday night, the Sunday before people first hear this episode. And we went to a May Day party.
Yep.
That some friends of ours hold every year. That was a lot of fun.
So fun. Such a good time.
Yeah, so, I mean, to kind of set the scene, there's a lot of, like, potluck type food out there and about. And people are, walking around, eating food, having a good time. This is, like, the first, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, like, big, like, party we've been to post-COVID.
Pretty much. I mean...
Where there were this many people.
Yeah, with this many people, I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt just glorious.
Yeah.
Like, just to be out and about and see people and...
It felt normal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It kind of was like, I don't even think I thought about COVID at all.
Yeah.
Nobody talked about it.
Yeah.
So it was good. Lots of people,
Lots of kids doing Lord of the Fly kind of activities late into the evening.
That was, I was talking to somebody. I was standing by the fire talking about this, and it was one of my favorite parts of the evening.
Yeah.
Was watching the children forget that COVID was a thing.
Yeah.
And kind of just running around. They were playing tag. They were playing hide and seek. They were all, there's this big, like, rope swing net thing that, like, two people could lay on, hanging off of an oak tree near a barn.
It's a maple tree.
A maple tree. The kids were pushing each other on that.
Yeah. I mean, also, the devices were not allowed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. No, that was a conscious decision.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I had my device.
No. For the children. Because sometimes what happens at these gatherings is, like, a kid has a phone and then they all, like, disappear and they're all,
really?
watching videos.
Did we know that?
Yeah, but our kids don't have devices that they take. And, I mean, Ted does, but he doesn't.
I was going to say, Ted has a phone.
Yeah, but he doesn't use it the way that other kids use it.
Okay.
At events like this.
All right. Well, anyways, they were having a really good time. Running around, going in the woods. Being kids, right?
Yeah, it was really nice.
Which was great. I absolutely loved seeing that. It was amazing. And then there's this
the
maypole ceremony, right? Which was funny because it typically involves the men going off into the woods with a cutting instrument, finding a tree, right, and then
a pole. A tree of pole-like proportions.
Yeah.
An ideal pole to be used for this.
Yeah, cutting it down and then dragging it back. And then there's this I don't know if people listening to this know what a maypole ceremony is like. I certainly didn't before I went to the first party at these people's houses. And like basically there's like 30 long ribbons tied to this 15-foot pole.
Yeah, approximately. I mean, I don't know if that's I don't know if there's like a specific amount of ribbons that need to be put on the pole, but yeah, I think she had put like 30.
Yeah, and then so everybody, every ribbon has a person attached to it, and then the people go around the pole clockwise.
You face each other.
Yeah, well, whatever.
So two people face each other.
Yeah.
And then you pass right shoulder and then left shoulder. So so it weaves the ribbon around the pole in a pattern.
With 30 people.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And this takes about 20 minutes to do.
Yeah.
And the first time I tried to do it, I couldn't. I got confused and I fucked it all up. You know, people were yelling at me.
Nobody yells at Mayday.
I mean, it wasn't mean. It wasn't mean yelling.
No, nobody.
You know, because I'm a baby and I'm sensitive. I got scared this time that I would mess it up.
Oh, so you just watched?
So I just watched.
You
this
supervised?
Time. No, I didn't supervise.
I'm kidding.
I just watched.
It's a term for people who aren't participating.
No, I mean, I was invited to participate and I just shook my head no.
Yes.
So I didn't want it. I was afraid I would mess it all up.
Yeah.
But it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
I had a video of it.
Yeah.
The people going around the maypole. So I would show the video, but this is not a video podcast. So.
Yeah. Well.
So the people are going around, and then eventually the ribbon...
They get too short.
It gets too short, and I mean, the closer and closer and shorter the people get to each other, I guess, as the ribbons get shorter. You can't do the dance. It becomes super funny and chaotic, so...
Yeah. So there was some manual weaving happening at the end. Yeah,
there was manual weaving. So, and the kids did it. The kids tied up all the loose ends, and that was cool.
Yeah, and the best part is they keep the maypoles from year after year and put them in the garden.
Yeah, and what's really cool is they actually look kind of mummified. Mm-hmm. The older maypoles, like the sun bleaches the color out of all the ribbons.
Yeah.
And so they look like these mummy poles, like from Egypt. Well, no, I asked one of the hosts of the party, the male partner, about it. I was like, did you start with white ribbons last year? Mm-hmm. He was like, no, that's just how they get over a year of sitting out in the garden.
Yeah.
So, and then what happened as the evening went on?
It just devolved into... Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies, the kids, the people, people were drinking, partaking in other substances, having a good time. Mm-hmm. Of course, Space Unicorn ate nothing but sugar from the...
Oh, no.
Space Unicorn's our daughter. Ate nothing but sugar, but from the moment they got there...
They also had lots of mac and cheese, I have to admit.
But then they went on that swing thing.
Yeah.
And got really sick and vomited this huge, disgusting pile that I had to fill up, that I had to clean up. And so, like I said to Space Unicorn, okay, I'll take you home. Thankfully, it was pretty close. Mm-hmm. I'll take you home, and you can decide if you want to get back, if you want to come back. And we were in the car, and they were like, oh, I probably don't want to go back. I have some stuff I have to do. I have to fold my laundry. Like, all this stuff that they claimed they had to do.
Yeah.
But then I think they started feeling better.
Yeah.
And we got home. I got some bread in Space Unicorn.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I want to go back.
Yeah. I'm glad that you guys came back.
Well, they were having such a good time there. I think they wanted to go back.
Yeah.
So that's a testament to what a great time it was.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun.
And then later in the evening by the fire, there was a bunch of people playing songs.
Oh, is that what you have?
Yeah, it was like hobbits around a fire playing songs. Listen to this. And I asked them if they had a name for their little...
it was an impromptu jam session.
Well, I asked them if they had a name for their little wilderness band.
Yeah.
And they said no, so I called them the Fire Boys.
Okay.
The Fire Boys. I think one of them came up with it, but I said, I like that.
Yeah.
I said, you're now the Fire Boys.
Okay.
So I'm going to play a little of the Fire Boys.
Okay.
Okay, this is the first song they played. Hopefully this isn't copyrighted. Here we go.
Well, they were just jamming.
You think?
I don't think that they were playing like a specific song.
Can you hear anything?
No, I cannot.
Oh, I have it muted. Hear all the people talking? So there's a mandolin there. That's the mandolin. There's two guys with guitars. This is short. So they're really getting into it.
Mm-hmm. You could have played with them.
I'm not good enough.
Yes, you are.
No, they're real musicians.
You could have played with them.
How do you figure? I can't play it like this. This is actual music.
You sit down and you just play your guitar.
I told you, when I play, I don't feel it sounds like anything.
It does sound like something, and they would play to you.
Oh. Anyways.
Listen to the peepers.
Yeah. Okay, here's another one by the Fire Boys. They played another song. It takes a minute for them to get going, which is kind of interesting, I thought, because they're
Because they have to follow along what each others are doing.
Well, like you said, they're playing off of each other.
Yeah, that's what jamming is.
I don't know jamming. I don't listen to jams. I've never been to a jam. Well, I once sat in the basement while these people were jamming, and I hit on a bucket or something with a spoon.
See?
That's what I did. See, it's starting to get going. They're figuring it out.
Yeah.
That's what I thought is really awesome about this. You hear all the people chattering, talking. Of course, I was standing there like a creep recording it all.
Are they singing?
Yeah.
Who's singing?
I don't know the guy's name. I forget it. The DJ guy. I tried to get the microphone a little closer to...
Yeah, did he knock your hand away and be like,
No.
Get out of here, you creep?
I asked them if I can record. They said yes. They gave me permission. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Drink your wine.
Maybe it's a song they were playing.
It might be a song, so I'm going to stop. Anyways. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was fun. I must have been in the kitchen when all this was happening.
Oh, were you? The next one they played, for sure, is an actual song. I love the way they were just getting into it.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the guy, the DJ. I know his name, but I'm intentionally not saying it.
Yes.
The DJ guy was just really getting into this. I wish I had friends like this I could play music with.
Oh my god.
Don't you?
You have friends. These people.
I don't know if they would ever let me play with them. I'm not good enough. Right, so this was fun, right?
I had a great time.
Anyways, I was enjoying the fucking hell out of this whole thing. Alright, we'll let that go out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
I had such a good time listening to that. Just standing by the fire, listening to it.
Yeah.
And recording them and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was good. It was good to be out and doing that again.
Yeah.
And talking to people. And then we went into that house later in the evening. And one of the other hosts...
she was holding court.
The female partner was awesome. She had these little metal spiral things in her hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Oh, those would work in your beard." And so she took them out of her hair and started dressing up my beard in the kitchen and putting them in and grooming me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like that?
It was fun.
Yeah.
I have a picture of it. Maybe I'll post it along with this podcast. I think I took a selfie of it. Let me see. Did I do that? Yeah, there it is.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
Anyways, it was fun.
yeah, that was super fun. And so thank you to our hosts.
Yeah.
I'm sure they won't listen to this, but
we had a great time.
yeah, we had a great time there. It was again, like I said, yeah, it was just so fucking great to be out and about and seeing people in that kind of environment.
Yeah.
I'll just say they have like a really nice property. They got like a bunch of goats and chickens. I went over and I was petting the goats. The goats are nice.
Yeah.
Kind of made me want goats.
Ugh.
Right. But one of them was shrieking repeatedly. And then I was like, no, I don't want a goat.
No.
So anyways, it was fun.
Yeah.
So that was Saturday. Did we do anything else Saturday? I don't believe we did, right?
No, I spent all day working on my campaign materials stuff.
Oh, I helped you with that.
Yeah.
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 That's right.
Yeah.
That was stressful.
That was a little stressful.
And I took Space Unicorn to the store to get cupcake stuff.
So that they could eat all the cupcakes.
Well,
and
you
then
know
keep
what?
them all up.
Well, Space Unicorn came up with this idea to make cupcakes with Oreos hidden inside.
Yeah.
And this was amazing to see.
Yeah.
Once people at the party discovered
That
that the cupcakes had Oreos
They
hidden inside,
disappeared.
there was a run on the cupcakes.
Yeah.
And like there was one kid going, I've eaten 3 of these. I didn't get an Oreo. Because Space Unicorn made like 7 or 8 of them without Oreos and mixed them all up.
Oh, gosh.
That one's clever. Space Unicorn.
Yeah, they're very clever.
They knew how to move their product.
Yeah.
Well, because this is what you do when you go to a party and you bring anything, you sit there and you fucking obsess on whether or not people are eating it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you get personally offended if people don't eat the stuff you bring.
Yeah. Are you talking about me and specifically? Or are
Yeah,
you just talking
you.
about
I'm talking
general?
you specifically. I have experienced this.
Uh-huh.
You get upset if people don't eat what you bring.
Whatever.
You take it like personally. And I think Space Unicorn may have observed all of this and was like, okay, I need to come up with a plan to make sure my food gets eaten.
Okay, if you say so.
So what better way than to hide Oreos in your
I
cupcakes?
know, for real.
So, anyways, I wanted to add that in. That was a good move on Space Unicorn's part. Then there was today, right? Is today after yesterday?
Yes, today usually follows yesterday.
So we're recording on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So I did yard work this morning.
Mm-hmm.
What'd I do? Walked around. I think I took down the bird feeders and I hung up another flag.
You took all the skeletons.
Oh, we took down the Christmas skeletons. That's
Finally,
right. The
thank
holiday
goodness.
skeletons. Right.
Yeah.
Ted helped me with that.
Mm-hmm.
We did that. We picked up some sticks. Then I went on the computer for a little bit. Did some social media. Thought about what I wanted to do for this podcast. Didn't you just take a nap? You're yawning.
It's okay.
And then we went to this other thing today.
Yeah.
You want to tell people what we went to?
So the Belchertown music program has like a booster club. So every year they put on a silent auction and like a live auction component piece of it. So they held it at a brewery in the town next to us.
Vanished Valley Brewing, right?
Yeah, and it was a beautiful property. We've never been there.
No.
But they have a restaurant there.
It's kind of a bummer. I expressed this to you. It's a kind of a bummer going to these breweries and not drinking. What?
Anyway,
I'm not allowed to have that feeling?
Of course you are.
Well, I just expressed it to you and you laughed at me.
I mean, I just laughed because you don't have to drink at a brewery. They have food. Whatever. Anyway.
The food wasn't that great, I'll be honest. They focus more on their beer.
I don't know that that's true. We didn't really eat a full sampling of their food.
Okay. I would just listen, Vanished Valley. If you're listening to this, maybe Stomping Jen's right. Maybe your food is usually better, but it didn't do it for me today.
We didn't even go in the restaurant and eat like a meal.
The tater tots were good.
Oh my God. Anyways.
Yeah.
So, and then they had lots of the bands, like the different kids bands from all the different grades.
That was really good, listening to those kids.
awesome.
But I think I recorded some of them.
Yeah, so that was super fun.
Let's see if I can play some of that.
Yeah. But it was just a gorgeous, gorgeous afternoon. And
I have to go ahead.
The main MC who was doing the auctions was really good. He's, a very gregarious human, and he's
a large man. Too.
Yeah, well, I mean,
big. He's like 6'6".
Yeah, so but he knows everybody. He's very friendly. So he was able to call people out. During the auction, and it was fun to listen to. And everybody was getting into it and bidding higher and higher. For the kids.
Yeah, there was a grill that sold for like $1,200.
Yeah, that grill.
So
yeah.
Auction 1, jazz band. This might be it.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can play it. Hold on. We'll play a little of this. These were the kids playing. They were really good.
The jazz band?
I think so. I don't know how good my recording is. You can hear the crowd noise more. This is why I need a real field recorder.
Yeah. So that was the jazz band. They were good.
Yeah, well, anyways, I was sitting in this tent.
You were really far away if you were recording it in the tent.
I was in a really bad mood.
You were in a horrid mood.
I got there and there were... well, let me explain to you.
Yeah, can you please explain to me?
Let me explain to you.
It was gorgeous, yeah.
I got there and I immediately began seeing people from my workplace who live in the same town as I do, right? I've explained before. I work at a large university around here. Right? Mm-hmm. In Western Massachusetts. And it's one of the major employers in the area. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I started seeing people I work with everywhere, including my boss.
Yeah, but that's when you go and you say hello.
Well, in the moment when I got there, I felt oppressed. I felt like this was not an environment for me. Like I didn't want to be there.
We don't drink.
I don't drink. I can't have any fun. People seem to be enjoying themselves, and I didn't know how to do it.
It's also because we got there like an hour and a half late.
I was struggling. Okay?
Yeah, you were struggling.
I was really struggling. And then you were like, "Do you want some food?" And I scowled at you and shook my head no.
I know. You were...
And I just sat in the corner in the shade like a troll.
You were like a vampire.
Like a troll under a bridge. And
I'm glad that you recognized.
Oh, believe me, I was aware of how awful I was being. And I was like, okay. Then you brought some food over. I started eating it.
And did you immediately feel better?
I immediately began feeling better.
Oh, God.
Immediately. Then
Folks, please do yourselves a favor.
What?
Eat food.
And then I realized I was hungry.
Yeah. Even though you ate an apple and some carrots on the way. And I was like, can I please get you some food? And you were like, no.
Yeah.
I don't need any food.
Yeah.
I ate food.
I know.
I was like, are you sure you don't want like a salad or something?
I was acting like a child.
You were.
I know I was.
And then, poor Ted. So this was the other. So at no fault to the people who organized this.
Well, they get a little bit of fault.
Well, no, they just know when you put on an event, you never really quite know how many people will actually show up. So It's always better to be a little on the conservative side than to be, because you don't want to be stuck paying a bill for people who don't come, right? So there was a line to get a food wristband because they had a buffet that they had set up. So we were waiting on this line when we got there. And like I said, we got there like an hour and a half after it had started.
Okay.
And so Ted was super hungry. And that was one of the reasons I was like, we need to leave the house because I'm hungry.
Well, he wanted to go for the food specifically.
Yes, because they had barbecue. And yeah, as you may or may not know, we're mainly vegetarian in the house. So any chance for Ted to get some meat, he gets very excited. So anyways, we waited on this line that like barely moved for like a good 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And Ted was getting more anxious and more anxious by the moment.
Right.
Until I got to the beginning of the line. And they were like, oh, we're not selling the wristbands any longer.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
Because we only had for 150 people and 200 people have come through the line. So we were like, oh. They were like, you can order food. So we were like, oh. So
order food from the restaurant.
From the restaurant for takeout.
Buffet.
Right, exactly. So Ted got super anxious and was like, we'll just eat at home. We'll just go home and we'll eat dinner and blah, 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 blah. And then a very nice friend of ours happened to overhear this conversation and said, "Ted, you just come through the line with me. Just get a plate and just, it's fine." And she very, very happily fed this angry teen boy.
But he started grumbling at her about going to this other restaurant called Antonio's, and she yelled at him.
I was like, "Just stop it already. Stop it. I'm going to just listen. Just listen to me."
Oh, it was great. It's exactly what he needed in the moment.
Oh my God.
So thank you, friend.
Yes, thank you so much. We so appreciate it. And yeah, so then we
Nothing worse than a surly, hungry teen.
Oh my God. Anyways, so everybody got fed and everybody felt a lot better, and then everybody could start enjoying themselves, I think, a little bit better.
Yeah, so after I ate, I came out of the darkness. I came out from the tent.
You emerged from the tent.
Started talking to people. I went over and said hello to my boss and had a conversation with her.
I still did not get introduced.
I thought I didn't.
Sorry, boss lady.
So I talked to her for a little bit and said hi. And then,
I would have met you, boss.
And then I started talking to other people.
Yeah, and then you totally started getting into the whole crowd scene.
Yeah.
But by that time, we had decided we were leaving shortly. Yeah.
Oh,
that was a bummer. Oh, well.
It's a story of my life. Right? So that was today. Then we came home.
No, then we stopped for ice cream.
Oh, yeah, we did stop for ice cream. I forgot about that.
And I didn't realize it had just been the day before, the opening day for the creamery that we stopped at.
Yeah, well, let's call it out. With Richardson's?
No, Randall. Well, it's Randall's Farm.
Randall's Farm.
But the creamery, I don't forget the name of it.
I think it's called Randall's Farm.
No, yeah, but the whatever. Anyways, they have ice cream that's attached to it.
Yeah, it was good. I got Mississippi Mud.
Did you get the Mississippi Mud? Oh, was it good?
Coffee ice cream with fudge in it.
I got the Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was tasty. It was actually a little too chocolatey for me.
That's why you didn't get it. That's why you got the other thing.
Yeah, then we got ice cream. Then we came home. Then I played, I went out and did a little more yard work. I hung up a flag. Another flag. Now we have 4 flags. Is that too many flags?
It's okay. It's fine.
Then I put back up our "Everybody is welcome here" sign. You know that one?
Yeah, thank you.
Then I put up the Black Lives Matter sign too.
Oh, good.
I put that back up. So I just didn't want them to get destroyed during the winter. So I'm putting them back up.
Good.
So why is 4 flags too many?
I didn't say it was.
You just did. You said it's a bit too many.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
You asked if it was a bit too many.
Yeah, and you said yes.
No.
What'd you say?
I said, no, it's fine.
Oh. Okay.
Do you want it to be a problem?
No, what I did is we have this old basketball hoop that nobody uses. So I climbed up there on a ladder and I bolted the flag holder thing to the backboard of the basketball hoop. Now it's way up there in the air, flying around. And that flag is a American flag that is painted the pride colors. So we have that one. We have a regular American flag. Because I support democracy. I like democracy. And I did serve in the military and swear to uphold our Constitution. Then we have a regular pride flag. And then we have a smiley face flag. Which everybody told me they're afraid is going to be mistaken for a "Don't Tread on Me" flag. And I almost got a flag that makes fun of the "Don't Tread on Me" flag, which is a cartoon drawing of a snake. And it just says, "Don't step on sneck," which I thought was funny.
I still don't understand that.
It's just like a crude cartoon, "Don't step on sneck."
It's just stupid.
It's just funny. It's dumb.
Yeah.
But I didn't get that. I got the smiley face flag instead.
Yeah.
Which I immediately thought I should throw blood onto.
Why? Like the Watchmen?
Like the Watchmen.
Yeah.
Should we do that?
No.
Get some red paint?
No, we should just leave it.
All right.
Watch is the Watchmen.
Yeah, so I did that. I finished hanging up my flags. So I guess that's what I'm going to do for spring. Decorating.
What about the skeletons?
Well, we'll need to think. Ted actually came up with a really good idea. He wants to stage a Frisbee thing with them. Mm-hmm. Like have them playing Frisbee, and I could actually do that.
Yeah.
That I can do. If we get an old junky Frisbee, I can like drill a hole in it and rig.
How are you going to mow the lawn?
I'm not mowing the lawn this year.
Oh, at all?
Last year we mowed the lawn like 5 times. That's my goal, to mow as little as possible.
Sweet.
Anyway, so bit of a wildlife is going crazy around our house too. We've had 6 foxes under our shed this week. Babies, like pups. 6 fox pups. Over the week, they've moved out and gone somewhere else. There was 2 this morning.
Yeah.
And then by mid-morning, there was a groundhog. And then this weasel that lives in our rock wall ran into our neighbor's house and tried to kill their cats. And our neighbor thought it might be somebody's pet ferret. Mm-hmm. And posted something on social media about it. And so you ran over there.
Yeah.
And informed them about the weasel that we spotted.
Yeah.
Because it was aggressive, right? It was hunting their cats.
I don't know what's going on. Anyways, also I noticed after I went over there, then our across the street neighbor had posted on the post about and had the pictures that Space
really?
Unicorn's friend had taken.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so foxes, groundhogs, weasels. Mm-hmm. What else will be here?
I don't know.
All right, well, Stomping Jen.
Oh, Space Unicorn and I saw a moose.
Yeah, so it's spring.
Yeah.
The animals are out there. They're awake.
Yeah, the peepers are out. There's tadpoles on the cover of the pool.
You heard the peepers. Mm-hmm. And the animals are out there. They're awake. They're mating. They're trying to get into houses. Having babies. It's all happening. Mm-hmm, the world is coming alive. Yeah. It's spring.
That's what I love about spring.
Well, I do like this time of year driving around seeing the flowers. That's nice. They're really nice this time of year. So, all right. Well, the last time, Stomping Jen, we had a podcast with just you and me. We went over our most negative thoughts. Mm-hmm. Right. And during that conversation, you yelled at me and said that the next time we did a podcast, we were going to do our positive thoughts. Mm-hmm. And when I tried to remind you about it today, you claimed you had no idea what we were going to be talking about. Mm-hmm. You refused to even think about it. Then you got mad at me and insisted
because you refused to tell me what we were talking about.
I don't know how you can't remember. It's a little insulting.
I don't know how you can't remember the simplest things that I tell you throughout the week.
Like what?
Like what we're doing in a day or who's doing what. And
tell me on a podcast and I'll remember.
Okay, whatever.
Everything should be a podcast.
Sure.
You know that.
All right. Whatever.
All right. Well, anyways, the most positive thoughts. Do you have a list?
No, because you refused to tell me what we were talking about.
Well, what are your most positive thoughts?
I don't know. You got to start off. I don't know.
Well, I have 10 of them here.
You do?
Yeah.
Right.
Of my most positive thoughts. I thought deeply about this.
You did?
I've been thinking about it for a week. You want to hear them?
Sure.
But you have to give me some positive thoughts.
I'll give you some positive thoughts.
All right. The first one is that and I think about this every day, I'm still alive.
That's a good positive thought.
Yeah. I remind myself that. No matter how bad things are, I'm still alive.
That's a good positive thought.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why did it feel like a negative thought?
When did it feel
All right, let me tell you something. When I was thinking about this, when you threw the idea out there that we had to do this, and I contemplated it, I am not trying to be funny. I for real thought to myself, I can't think of a single positive thought I have regularly. Like, do you walk around and have thoughts that are like you are positive and feel good?
Sometimes.
What's wrong with me?
What, you have 10, you wrote them down.
I had to really think about it.
Okay.
But it's not like I walk around through the course of the day and ever feel good about anything.
That's not true. That is so not true.
How do you figure?
We finish a podcast and you're always super jazzed about it.
Oh, that's not on my list.
Well, there you go. I just gave you a positive thing.
Okay. Well, I'm still alive. I do once in a while remind myself of that.
That's a good thing.
But it also feels negative sometimes.
It's just life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have one?
Do I have one?
A positive thought.
I don't have a list.
What's a positive thought you've had?
Well, I don't know. I was listening to you guys outside playing Frisbee.
Okay.
And
It made you feel good?
Yeah.
Did you have a positive thought about it?
Yeah, I was thinking how happy everyone sounded and how nice it seemed. And how it's so nice that our children want to interact with us. And they don't just, Where are you going?
Getting my pen so I can cross off things that you say that are on my list. I have that too. It's a little different.
Yeah.
I have our kids are good people and they seem to love me.
You? They don't love me?
This is my positive thoughts.
Oh, okay.
That's...
Yeah.
Once in a while, I think something like that.
Yeah, our kids are really great.
I do think that once in a while. Yeah. That sounded similar to what you just said.
Mm. My favorite is when we're at a social gathering and inevitably somebody is telling me how spectacular Ted is or Space Unicorn are.
Yeah. Well, at the May Day party, some adult was leaving and was like, thank you for was talking to Ted as they were leaving, was like, thank you for the deep conversation about
existential meaning of life
or
something.
The existential meaning of life.
Yeah.
It was funny.
He's a little intense sometimes.
Yeah. I wonder where he gets that from.
I can't imagine.
All right. My second positive thought I have sometimes. I shared during the Most Negative Thoughts podcast we did. Mm-hmm. That I'm not happy with my current physical status. Mm-hmm. I'm too fat. But then once in a while I think to myself, I could be even more disgusting than I am.
Oh my God.
And I'm thankful for that.
That's your positive thought?
Yeah.
Is that you could be more disgusting?
Yes. I'm not at the end of the rope yet. That's not positive. That felt like a positive thought to me.
Oh my God.
I sometimes think that. No?
Oh God.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any positive thoughts?
Well, I mean, I could piggyback on that, like, when I'm physically moving, like if I go for a hike with Ted, who's very hard to keep up with sometimes.
Yeah.
But I feel really good and strong when like we finish or, I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago, we went out and hiked like 6 miles or something.
Yeah.
It feels good. It just feels like good to be out in nature and just like, smell the smells in the forest and just be alive and also just feel strong and healthy in your own body. And I'm privileged enough that I'm able to do any of that.
You're strong, like a Hungarian bull.
Well, I was asked to help lift the maypole.
Were you really?
Specifically called over.
Yeah. We'll get that one. Looks sturdy. Get over here. Just a moment. Let me snort some paprika to activate my Hungarian strength. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. All right. Another positive thought I sometimes have. I sometimes reflect on the fact that the work I do helps people. Mm. Like when I'm down in the fucking misery and the shit of the work I do, I try to remind myself and focus on the positive that I'm helping people. Mm. Right. Even when those people are sometimes fucking ungrateful.
Mm-hmm. I can echo all of that.
Yeah, you know that, right? You know that.
Yeah, so. For sure. Like when people are talking about something that I helped bring to life. Yeah. And you're able to just be like, oh yeah, that was my idea.
Right.
It feels good.
It does.
Yeah.
And there's a balance, right? You don't want to take too much credit for it either.
No.
Because you don't want people to think you're a total asshole.
No, I'm not egotistical in that way.
Yeah, so I am. I try to take credit for everything.
No.
I want people to know I did it.
No.
Yes, I do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I do.
I don't.
All right. So another do you have anything? Any positives?
I just said my positive.
You're just piggybacking on what I'm saying.
But that's okay.
All right. Let's see. Sometimes I reflect on the fact that I'm good at observing things.
You are very good at observing things.
But can I give you a negative about that?
No, because we're only talking about positives.
I feel sometimes...
Stop.
Like I can't enjoy myself at things because I'm too busy. My mind is too busy observing and taking in the details.
Sometimes just be.
I have trouble being present because I'm examining everything.
Why?
It's just how my brain works.
Let's get out of your head.
I can't.
You can.
I can't. I'm like, okay, let me watch these people playing guitar over here by the fire. All right, now I'm going to record them because I might use this on a podcast, right? Like, or I'm busy watching what this one is saying to that one. Do you know what I mean? Like trying to see who's fighting, who's having a good time, who's drunk. You know what I mean? Like we were talking to somebody today at that... What? We were talking to someone today at that fundraiser thing you talked about earlier. Mm-hmm. And they were really drunk. Mm-hmm. And I began immediately thinking to myself, oh my God, I hope this person doesn't drive home. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. Were you thinking about that?
I wasn't thinking about them driving home. It was more like, oh boy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So it's like stuff like that. I'm just like constantly, I don't know how to shut it off. I'm constantly taking in information. But it can be a positive. That's why. Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. All right. Move on.
It's rare something gets by me. Mm-hmm. Right? Let's see. I'm happy that I lived to see the government admit that UFOs are real.
That's not a positive thought.
Yeah, it is.
No.
It is.
No.
It is, because for me, it answers a question about existence. It's like an existential question for me.
I don't know how that...
Who are you to tell me what is positive and what isn't?
Oh, boy.
Shame on you. Mm-hmm. Okay, here's another positive thought. Do you have anything?
No.
Even though I dream about it all the time, I haven't killed anyone yet.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
I've told you this before. Sometimes I have dreams about killing people. And I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, thank God that's not real. Because I buried that body in a place that wasn't good. You don't ever have dreams like that?
Never. Absolutely never.
Huh. Okay. That's probably the less I say about that, the better. That's not a positive thought, though. Like, I think inside of me is a capacity to kill. And I think it's a positive that I haven't.
I think we need to scrub this podcast.
Why? What do you mean?
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's only myself who's going to get in trouble. Okay. Can you get in trouble for saying you've thought about killing people?
No, but...
Or you had dreams about it? How can I control my dreams?
You can't.
I'm not saying anybody specific.
Okay.
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 Let's see. I sometimes think to myself, I have a
wonderful world.
No, I have a good marriage.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, sometimes you think that.
Do you ever think that?
I'm pretty happy. I mean, even when you're a troll underneath a bridge in a tent, being a miserable fuck. And make me stand on the line for 20 minutes when I should be talking to people, which is one of the main reasons we went to this thing.
No, why didn't you come get me?
Because you were just like, meh.
But you got to say to me, you have to say, listen, you fuck, I came here to go talk to these people. Can you please come stand online?
Oh my God.
Like, you've got to say that to me.
Ugh.
Get me out of my head.
There was no getting you out of that.
Huh.
At all. You were like hell-bent on just sitting there like a lump on a log.
Interesting.
Oh, boy.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I still love you.
Okay. So anyways, I think sometimes I'm mostly confident.
If I can put up with that and still come home with you, not leave you on the side of the road. You told me you were going to walk home at some point.
I did text you, didn't I?
Yes.
What did I say?
You were like, I'm going to walk home.
Yeah, it was only 6 miles. I could have done it.
Ugh, and like your Doc Martens, that makes a lot of sense. You would have destroyed your shoes.
I wrote, I might walk home.
What time is it? How long have we been there?
I wrote that at 2:53.
We were there for like an hour.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, okay.
But we really had a good time.
No, I did have a good time.
It was a beautiful day.
Yeah, it was. Let's see.
What'd you cross off?
No, I'm just saying that I talked about that.
Oh, okay.
Another positive thought I have is I never have to get another tattoo.
That's a positive thought you had?
Yeah. I don't know what happened to me.
What are these backwards thoughts that you have that you've turned into?
This is the best thing. These are literally, I sometimes look at my tattoos. I have 2 sleeves.
Yeah.
And I say to myself, thank God I'm never getting another tattoo.
Do you like the tattoos that you have?
Yes.
Okay. Can you appreciate them?
Yes.
Okay.
But they were incredibly long processes and painful and...
Were they therapeutic in any way, shape?
No. No.
No.
Are yours therapeutic?
No, but some people feel like it's therapeutic.
Oh, no, not at all. Let me just say, I mean, there are times when they were torture.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I've had sessions like that.
The guy who did my left arm in black and white, he made me lay on that table for 9.5 hours while he tattooed the inside of my arm.
Oh my God.
I literally felt like, I'm sorry, people who have actually been tortured or people who are, into advocating for people who are being tortured. But I felt like I was being fucking tortured.
No, you were.
Okay.
There was a needle being repeatedly jabbed into your arm.
Anyways. And then
but you paid for it.
Yeah. But then my other arm, my right arm, which is all color and is like flowers and animals and, it's like brightly colored. Had some nearly equally painful sessions.
That's because they have to get the color in there.
I know, but thankfully they weren't as long. But I will say for the second session, I really enjoyed my artist, and talked a lot. But I think sometimes I felt like she just wanted me to shut the fuck up because I get in there and I just start talking.
I use it like therapy.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, just talk and talk and talk. You know how I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just fucking talk somebody's ear off if I have them captive in the right scenario.
I can't imagine.
So, anyways, so I do think that though, like, thank God I don't have to go through it again. You know what I mean?
No, because I'm going in 2 weeks.
Let's see. Do you have anything? Any other positive thoughts you have? You like to get tattoos. You're getting more, you said.
Well, I'm getting this one touched up.
Right.
And then he has some idea for something. I don't know. Okay.
All right. The last thing I have on my list, it's a positive thought, is I'm happy I can still have sex.
Oh my God.
What? What?
This list of yours.
What? Well, it's common for men in their like 50s, late
You're not
40s,
50.
late 40s, 50s to start having issues with sexual dysfunction.
Okay.
I don't have that yet.
Great.
That's all. You saying you wish I would develop it?
No.
No, that's all.
It's a little uncomfortable.
Why?
Me talking about this.
I'm sharing
Your positive
my
thought.
positive thought.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it a positive thought?
Sure. Of course.
People know that we get frisky.
Oh my God.
Don't you think?
Okay. Can we change the subject?
Sure. Since you're asking nicely.
Thank you.
I don't want to have an unconsensual conversation about our sex life.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Is that it?
I want to push that a little further, but you won't let me.
Please don't.
I won't. Okay. That's it. That's all of my positive thoughts. That's literally all I could come up with. You said one. It was something related to the podcast, right?
Oh my God.
I just threw the paper at Stomping Jen.
How about like the fact that we have meaningful, meaningful isn't the right word. We are not living in Ukraine or a war-torn country right now, and we are fortunate enough to have shelter and things that we have food to eat. And
Yeah, that's a good, nice, positive thought.
yeah.
Let me give this to you. We haven't heard that yet. That's it. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah. I think that's the end.
The end?
Yeah. Anything else? And on the entertainment side, you want to talk about? Didn't we just see a movie? Didn't we go see a movie recently?
Northman.
The Northman. We didn't talk about that.
The Northman.
You hated it.
I did not hate it.
So we went with...
I did not hate it.
We went with 3 other people. And it's directed by... The Northman is directed by Robert Eggers. And if you don't want to hear anything at all about The Northman, you should probably stop listening. We'll talk a little bit about it. Try to avoid spoilers. But he's the same guy who directed The Witch and The Lighthouse. And you wanted to see this movie because
Alexander Skarsgård
is running around without his shirt on.
Yes, but there was not enough scenes in it without shirtless.
Right.
The trailer made it seem like there were many scenes with him shirtless, and there was like 2. And then there was the last scene with him naked in the volcano.
You didn't like that?
That was like, I read a review and it was all like how phallic that whole scene was, all about them sword fighting and naked.
The Lighthouse was basically...
The Lighthouse was the most horrific movie that was ever created.
You didn't go into The Lighthouse with the appropriate lens.
Listen.
If you go into it understanding what you're going to get, it is one of the greatest movies ever made.
I literally do not understand why you like this movie.
Would you try watching it again with me?
Ugh, I was so unwatchable the first time. I just don't know that I can do it. It's so messed up.
Anyways, so it was directed by that guy, and it was awesome. It was a Robert Eggers film.
Yeah.
If you liked The Witch and you liked The Lighthouse, this delivered. And I loved those movies. Mm-hmm. I thought they were great. And it's very artsy. Like, the thing that got me is you, like, hold yourself up as this person who appreciates art and artistic thinking and all of this stuff. And these movies, The Witch, The Lighthouse, The Northman, are pieces of art.
So
they are visual art. And you, I love you. I love the people we saw the movie with. They're our close friends, but you all came out of that movie and you were making fun of it. And you know that feeling you get when everybody else hates something that you loved and you get defensive?
Yeah.
Like basically how you feel anytime I criticize music that you like.
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
Okay.
I was very defensive.
That's valid.
Did you say that's phallic?
It's valid.
No. Anyways, I felt upset.
Yeah. I'm sorry for you. I did like it. I didn't not like it. All I said was that there was not enough of Alexander Skarsgård's abs to make it worthwhile.
How much of his abs would you need?
More.
Okay.
More. And then his hair was like all fucked up in one scene.
What, when he cut it short?
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, why did he do that?
I don't know, because he wanted to make himself look like a slave.
He didn't look enough like a Viking through the whole thing.
Right? He should have looked more like a Viking.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just weird.
Yeah.
But I did not like it.
Oh, I thought you hated it.
No, I did hate the lighthouse. I will just say that.
Okay.
Speaking of music.
Uh-huh.
Can we talk about music for a second?
It's up to you.
I mean, are we done talking about the Northman?
Yeah. Anyways, I recommend people see The Northman. Go to the theater, or if it's not in the theater anymore, see it when it comes out on streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
So, because like Tool, now you're yawning.
Because you fucking started yawning.
Oh, stop it.
Go ahead.
Anyways, so like Tool is on tour, so I listen to a lot of Tool. And I joined the Tool groups on the social media, right?
Tool.
But then I was also on the Nine Inch Nails groups, and now they just started their little micro tour.
Everyone's touring.
Yeah, which is super amazing.
Okay.
Anyways, I've been a little angsty lately, so I've been listening to some of that, and I realize you have to listen to it in headphones. Really?
Okay, why?
I don't know. It's just, it sounds incredible.
Do I also have to listen to it on vinyl?
Anyways,
that feeling you have right now is how I felt after The Northman.
Why? Because you said vinyl?
No, you could tell you're mad because I'm making fun of it.
No, but I think if you were to spend some time with it, listening to it.
Go ahead.
No, I really think you would appreciate it.
9 Inch Nails?
Yeah.
Okay. Send
like
me
some of his like more recent type stuff. Like I was listening to
I like The Fragile.
Yeah, The Fragile.
Why can't we young be fragile? Right?
No. That is no.
What? It's
no.
not it?
No.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
No.
I know, I'm just fucking around. Go ahead.
No, I don't know. And his concepts are actually pretty incredible. And like he did the whole album that's like anti-George Bush, like way back in the day.
I didn't know he did an anti-George Bush album.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like
What's it called? I Hate George Bush?
No.
What's it called?
I think it's the one that's Year Zero, I think. It's
like Year Zero. I remember that. I remember. I do remember it. Why are you looking at me like that? You just shot me the dirtiest look.
Because you.
I remember the album.
I'm pretty sure that was the album.
Okay.
I don't know. So I'm I forgot how much I actually very much enjoy Nine Inch Nails.
Okay.
And there's like remixes out there and stuff like that. And
send me what you think. Send me what you think I should listen to in headphones, and I promise you I will.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will give a review.
A report back.
I will. I legitimately will do that.
Mm-hmm.
Between now and the next podcast.
Yeah. And then he's got some stuff that.
So pick carefully. Oh, God. I'll give you my honest review.
Okay. And then, so I will just also say, I won't send this to you, but like, I find it personally incredible. Like one of the more recent pieces that he did, because he does pieces, right? Like basically.
He does.
He does scores for movies and things like that.
I love his movie scores, by the way. I think they're amazing.
So he did this one. It's a song off an album. It's called The Background World. Okay. And it's like got this weird loop at the end of it. It goes around in a circle with like static. And I don't know why, but like I'm really like drawn to it and I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
But I know it's not everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah, I'm not into static.
I know. I don't understand.
It just sounds like noise to me.
I know. I don't know how to describe why I like it.
Listen, it's no secret. I'm a big fan of Pink Floyd, for example.
Yeah.
And one of the things I fucking love in Pink Floyd music is when they cut in like those songs from the 20s and 30s and 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till all the sun shines nowhere. Like All Throughout the Wall, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like the stuff that was playing on the radio in the 40s.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stuff. Like, I love that when it gets mixed into modern music. So I can understand how you might like something like Static. What? What?
I don't know.
I'm trying to relate to you.
Thank you. I don't know.
I'm trying to relate.
Yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
so I'm newly appreciating and revisiting some of that.
9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
All right.
I would like to go see them.
Don't waste your money.
I know you keep saying that, but I wish he was playing closer to us and not in a festival, because then I would feel more inclined to buy tickets.
I will never go to another festival
No,
again.
I understand.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I understand. I just I want to see them in a venue. Like, I really don't want to go see them at the Harvard
I want to be comfortable. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What else are we doing? We finished Severed. Is that the name of the show?
Severance.
Are you sure it's Severance or Severed?
I am 100% sure that it's Severance.
I think the procedure is Severance.
No.
I think the show is Severed.
The procedure is Severed, and the show is called Severance.
I don't believe you.
Okay, look it up. You have a device.
I think it's called Severed.
Literally called Severance.
It's on Apple TV Plus, and it's great. Mm-hmm. It's a really good show. People should watch it. Mm-hmm. The basic premise, did we talk about it?
No.
The basic premise is it's set in some kind of dystopia, right? And people have the ability to get some kind of implant in their brain that creates a separate work self that has no knowledge of the outside work self, right? So when you go to work and your brain switches over to the work self, that's called your innie. And when you leave work and your brain switches to the outside, it's called your outie. And the innie and the outie have no knowledge of what the other is doing ever. And it's really fucking creepy and unsettling and so well written and so well acted.
Yeah, it's got Patricia Arquette and John Turturro.
Yeah.
What's the main guy's name? He was on a show, but
Adam Scott.
Yeah, but what show was he on?
I have no idea.
He was on some show.
Let's see. The show is called
Severance. Like I said.
Okay, you're right.
Like 50 million times.
Adam Scott.
I think he was like on Parks and Rec or something.
Is a podcaster.
No, he was on a TV show. Parks and Rec. That's right.
We didn't watch that.
I want to watch Parks and Rec, by the way.
Yeah, okay. Maybe.
I want to watch it.
So many shows to watch.
I know, but that's an old show.
Yeah. Well, it gave Chris Pratt his start.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Anyways, we finished that. That was really good. Now we're watching Ozark.
The final last bit.
The last couple episodes we're watching Better Call Saul, which has been amazing. I love that show. Mm-hmm. I'm sad that universe looks like it's coming to an end.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah. We'll wrap it up because I want to go watch Ozark.
Okay.
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 All right, people. Well,
be honest,
I don't know if there are any people.
Well, I mean, there are people.
Well, listening to this, who knows? It could just be you and I.
All right.
Talking.
Bye.
You want to go back to the sex stuff?
Oh my God, no.
Oh, okay. All right. Thought you might want to. Thought you might have changed your mind.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, that's funny. Uh-oh.
The fuck is that?
I just yelled sex stuff, and I heard above us in Space Unicorn's room something drop. That can't be good.
All right.
It could be creepy.
Let's wrap it up.
All right, people. If you're listening to us for the first time, do us a favor, subscribe to the podcast, download our episodes. If you like our show and want us to continue, tell a friend, right? help us continue to grow our audience. Go check out our website, softservepodcast.com. Have a bunch of stuff up on there, episodes we think you'll really like, featured episodes, Stomping Jen. I've been curating that section.
And maybe one day we'll have some swag.
Yeah, we got swag. We give it out to our guests.
Yeah.
If you want to be a guest on the show, go to our website. You can fill out a little form. I want to put in a plug for myself, my other podcast that I do, which is a rewatch of the 1970s Land of the Lost show, is back. Just put out a new episode of that, and people are writing me emails.
Like, where's your episodes?
No, like giving me advice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have some of those people on as guests.
Those people
are super into it.
Yeah, those people are more fucking engaged than the people who listen to this podcast.
Well, it's got a very niche.
Yeah, that's what people say. You got to be niche.
Yeah, but you should have some of those people on. Talk to them.
They're kind of all nerds, so I don't want to talk to them.
That's exactly why you should talk to them.
I'm just joking. I'm a Land of the Lost nerd, obviously. I do a fucking podcast on it.
No, but that's not... You're listening to me?
I hear you. I don't want to get mixed up with people. I want to sit under a tent in the dark.
Real?
What?
All right.
You think I should invite total strangers onto my podcast?
Absolutely. You should absolutely. We do that on a weekly basis.
Yeah, but that's for this podcast.
Okay. These people are in-depth knowledge, and they will provide you with content. You don't have to beg other people.
I don't want to be corrected by somebody who thinks they know more than me.
I think that you would have fun doing that.
My turn as the useful fool as a podcast host is coming to an end. I'm going to take a harder, more critical edge. No more dumb questions. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
All right.
I'm going to ask probing, tough, surprise questions. No, I'm not going to do any of that.
All right.
I'm a coward.
All right, people.
I'll continue to be nice.
Okay.
On this podcast.
Okay.
On my other podcast, Land of the Lost podcast, I guess I'm pretty nice there too. I bring on other people to tell jokes and make fun of things. Anyways. Is that my power, being nice? Should I lean into that? Like, why do I want to be mean? Can you explain that? Like, I want to be funnier and meaner than I think I actually am. But I seem to be good at being nice and asking thoughtful questions. Should I lean into that? You're just staring at me. Okay. Well.
What was that?
Oh, you're killing me. All right, people. Well, you heard it. I'm trying to end this, but Stomping Jen won't let me.
We were done like 20 minutes ago.
Okay. You know what to do, folks. Take care. Be well.
Bye now.
Bye now.
This world of ours, ever growing smaller, must avoid becoming a community of dreadful fear and hate. Those who have freedom will understand also its heavy responsibility. That all who are insensitive to the needs of others will learn charity, and that the sources, scourges of poverty, disease, and ignorance will be made disappear from the earth. And that in the goodness of time, all peoples will come to live together in a peace guaranteed by the binding force of mutual respect and love. I shall never cease to do what little I can to help the world advance along that road.